Hello everyone, my name is Ricky. I would like to show you some awesome learning activities that children love playing with at my daycare. Just bear with me for a moment. I'm going to situate the camera so you can see the activities. Alright. So first we have a matching game. So this is called beginning sounds, but what we use it for is we teach the children the names of the squares. So zebra, garage, cat, sock. And then when they start learning the names, they start to match. So we have zebra, zebra, turtle, turtle. And sometimes like, what's green? What's the green turtle? The red heart. The beautiful multicolorful butterfly, kitty cat. So matching games are awesome. They improve concentration. It trains visual memory. It increases attention to detail, classifies objects, and also it vastly improves their vocabulary. So for the smaller children that's not really ready to match yet, we just say, we go over the word zebra, heart, butterfly, and we do just a couple at a time because we don't want to overwhelm them. And then we'll say, where's the zebra? And eventually they'll point to the zebra, point to the heart, point to the butterfly. So again, it's just great for the vocabulary and also identifying objects. So I bought these at a garage sale. These are what they are. They're these little cards, and they're called Rhyming Sounds Listening Lotto. So really it's like a bingo sheet, but instead of using it for bingo, which we might do later, we are doing it as a memory game or a matching game and learning vocabulary. So it looks like this is Ohio Read September 2006. So like I said, it was at a yard sale. It's pretty old, but it's still great to teach children some of the names and objects that they might not say in everyday use. So next I have a sliding game where you build a tower. So what I have is a skewer, and you put the pointy end in the clip so that way no one's getting poked. And that is useful to make a stand. And then I cut up some straws and put them in this nice container so it's easy for the little hands to grab. And they take the straws and they build the tower. And this is great for their pincer grip, hand-eye coordination. It helps with their fine motor skills. So what the children are doing that I noticed, they are holding the straw like this. So when they try to put it on the skewer, it's very hard for them to find it. So what we're trying to teach them is if you hold it with the pincer grip, you can see the end of the straw, and that way it helps you look at the end of the straw and to slide it down the kebab or the skewer. So after the children get the hang of it, they really like playing with these. We have a couple so the kids can kind of race and match each other. So sometimes they make it all green, all orange. They do patterns, green, orange, green, orange. So this is also great for color recognition. So this activity is fairly cheap. I just bought a box of straws that I think I got at like the dollar store for $1. Skewers are very cheap, and I think I got a 6-pack of those clips right here. I believe these were at the Dollar Tree also, and they were like 6 for $1. And of course we have to play with Legos. All kids love Legos. So we usually just play with Legos anyways. It's just very creative and it gets their minds working. But when they kind of get bored of playing with Legos and they start throwing them or moving them around with their feet, we try to move on to something else to keep their minds going. So what we would do is build a little structure, and then we would leave this here for the children, and then we would have the exact pieces that they would use to make what we just built. So we need a 4-block Lego that's blue. Then we want to put a 2 on the back, dark blue, and a double red on top. And now all we have left are the single yellows. So they make the exact same shape, and it's just kind of like architecture. So we build something, they can build something, we can mimic them, or they can mimic us. So it's just really good strategy, problem solving, patience, fine motor skills, and focus. And then when they master small structures like that, we would go into the more advanced structure. So this is what we call the horse. So they would need single blues, single yellows, 4 red, 3 blue, and these are like continuous blocks. And then we have the single purple slanted. So when they're finished, they like to play with them, and they're very proud of themselves. And sometimes, you know, like I think I said, we let them make something and we have to copy them. So they like taking turns that way. Also, Legos and almost everything I've showed you so far are great for color recognition. So this is our shape mat. So I just used construction paper, I traced the blocks and laminated it. And then we get different blocks out, and the children will have to find, okay, this looks like a rectangle, but it doesn't fit. So then they have to move it to the longer rectangle. We have different shapes of circles, so it's fun for them also because they can use so many different things that match. Then we have the arches, and again, a lot of times that I see the children, they're trying to put it this way or this way, so they really have to manipulate the block and figure out which way the shape really goes. So again, it's going to be problem solving, patience, focus, fine motor skills to be able to manipulate the blocks the way they need them to go. Alright, so here I have a silly straw. I also bought these at the Dollar Tree, so I think it was a pack of 10 or 8 for $1. And then I bought this felt off of Amazon. It was also pretty cheap. It was like $5.99 and you got 100 pieces. So I cut them into little squares and I made a little slit inside. And all of them have different slits. Well, the same slits, but all of them have it. So then what they do is they take a square and they have to manipulate the straw to get the piece on. And then it goes up and down, up and down. So this is really silly, just like the silly straw. So they can pretend they're on a roller coaster, up, down, and it's great for their little hands and minds to work. To get this on here, to slide it up and down. Again, great color recognition, fine motor skills, patience, focus. So they can also do this in a pattern. They can race with each other since we have so many. On to the next box. So this is our toilet paper rolls. And I just punched some holes with a hole puncher. And then I got some pipe cleaners, which is also at the dollar store. So the toilet paper rolls are free if you consider they're recyclable after you use the toilet paper. And then you just cut the pipe cleaners and you stick it through one opening and out the other. Now the kids have a little bit of difficulty with this because it's hard for them to, it's almost like sewing. It's hard for them to get it through one hole punch and through the other. So we try to work really hard with them on this. There's 4, so they can all play together. But they have a goal, so when they eventually do this, they're going to be very proud of themselves. So again, with those pipe cleaners, it's going to be color recognition. A lot of them are the same thing. It's the problem solving, patience, fine motor skills, hand-eye coordination. So really we're just working on all these things that the children are gonna need going into pre-K. So this is our horizontal and vertical slats in different colors. So inside, it's also great for storage. Inside we have the different colored popsicle sticks. So right now we're really just trying to get the children to be able to manipulate their hand to either go horizontal or vertical with the popsicle sticks. But the older children, we also try to get them to put the sticks on the same color. So we have orange horizontal, purple horizontal, blue horizontal. And then when we come to the vertical, the children also have a hard time with this. So again, they like to hold the popsicle sticks like this. And it's pretty good for the horizontal, it's kind of easy, but then when they have to turn their hand for the vertical, it's really hard for them to try to find the slit because their hand's covering it up. So we teach them again, please do the pincer grip. You can see so much more of the stick, and then it's easy for them to manipulate their hand to go vertical. Also, when they push these in here, they like the sound. Again, like I said, it's a great storage for the activity itself. Color recognition, focus, patience, so many things with all of these activities. And the last one I have for you today, this is our color wheel. So I took a paper plate and I cut out the middle and I drew different triangles for different colors. So this is a clothespin that says red, and on the back it has a red circle. So for the children that aren't really able to read red yet or recognize that red goes with red, they can find the circle and it's a lot easier for them. And they have to be able to pinch the clothespin to open it up. You put red on red, brown on brown, black on black. So you're gonna have to use those finger muscles. You have to get the finger muscles working, eye-hand coordination. So all of these activities, let me look at you. All of these activities that I've shown today are very cheap. So some of the toys that you buy are very expensive, and then you find that the kids kind of lose focus. They don't want to play with them anymore. So the toys that you make yourself, I feel like the kids are a lot more interested because they get to play with friends and they know you worked hard and you're trying to teach them something. So again, you're not gonna waste a whole bunch of money. If they don't like a certain toy, you wasted about $5, and usually you can make it into something else. So say they don't like the silly straw with the felt, I can make those into people for my felt board when we do story time. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you would like to watch more of my videos. I'm getting ready to do our sensory bins, ideas. We have potty training, how I got my daughter to sleep train at 8 months, and so much more about our toys and the fun things that we do at daycare. So again, thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure. Have a good night.